Greetings, members one and all of the Salvation Nation. It is a special report on this Syrian Sunday Market Watch. That's right. It is breaking news here just today. Damascus has fallen. The Syrian regime is no more. Assad is now in Moscow, seeking shelter and refuge there, exile, if you will. And the markets will be very interesting to see what the markets do, but it is a situation there. It's been happening fairly quickly, and so it'll be very interesting to see how the markets react, if at all. But usually big geopolitical events like this can certainly reshape the geopolitical landscape, can make a big difference. And we're going to keep an eye on things there because that's a very important part of the world. And especially considering what kind of groups have taken over there, a lot of Islamists, such as Al-Qaeda remnants, ISIS remnants, and the Free Syrian Army, which is a conglomeration of all of those. Many people feel that when we got involved in 2011, that we helped fund some of those groups that led to the creation of ISIS. And of course, Trump rightfully posted and said we should stay out of it, whatever happens here. But good to see you guys, a lot of good folks here tonight. Tony is back. Good to see you, Tony. I hope everything is doing well with the water line break and the like, and good to see you. And welcome to everybody, Bill 457. And yes, indeed. So, yes, there's been hundreds of thousands have been killed in Syria. So this is a new time, a new era for Syria. We'll see what becomes of it. Will it stay unstable? Who knows? A lot of refugees have definitely been moved to Europe, and they ought to just go right back and rebuild their nation. And that's what they should be doing. Good to see you guys. Thank you, Zephyrius Alive, for liking and subscribing. The markets are going to be opening up. It takes a couple minutes for them to propagate over there. So in the meantime, we're going to answer some comments here. We've got Matt Bittner with an algorithmic cookie for us from last night's live stream. It was a surprise. ZZYDRDF15 says, bring back the turntable. The static display gave me a headache. Oh, my goodness. All right. He was on there last night. Somebody complained about it. Good to see you. Thank you. Good to see all of you guys. Glad you're here tonight. We've got Sin City, Count Trumpula, Cemetery Shop. Michael K. is here, continuing to pray for you and your wife. We got Chief is with us tonight, Chief among men. We've got Dean R. is with us. 1 Corinthians 15 is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Stephen Kowalski, welcome. Good to see you guys. And there's JM Unleashed. Good to see you, JM. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, sir. And Onadolanyadardo, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correct. Let's get to this comment, then we'll look at the markets as they open up. He says, in my country, there is no official coin shop, only online shop. So when the silver price is $30, and here the price is already $40 or more, how can I accumulate when the price already a few weeks back and now sadly slightly low? The price is still high and won't down anymore. What's worse? Well, I don't know what country you're in, but if you only have online shops, they're all charging high prices, well, then you're kind of stuck, aren't you? I guess you could try to order across state or across your country lines. I don't know what shipping would be. Usually in Europe, the European Union, if you're in Europe, there's probably more places you can shop online for a lot cheaper prices. So I just shop around. Getting settled in with some coffee here. Warm me up. All right, let's take a look at the markets. They have opened. And look at this, folks. Wow. They're open up with a little bit of a jump here. And I think it's based off of the news coming out of Syria that the Assad regime has fallen. Finally has fallen. And he is in exile. Him and his family have went in exile to Moscow, Russia. And the Russian troops pretty much have abandoned that because they're bogged down in Ukraine right now, where hundreds of thousands more have died. But yes, it's a sad situation, but, we'll see what happens there in Syria, but it is something that is going to probably be an unstable region for a while, considering the amount of groups that have come together to topple the regime, which was not a good regime, that's for sure, but what will replace it? Well, it's not any of our business, I guess, as long as they're not working up and it's a home base of terrorism to come attack us. Well, we'll just see what happens. It's crazy. Dean R says Damascus will one day be a ruinous deep. Yeah, it's just pretty sad. There's a lot of history there. There were a lot of Syrian Christians in the region too, but they've been driven out by ISIS and the like. But here we are. We see gold is up $9.90 out of the gate, kind of pulling back a little bit from that snap here. Silver's up 2 cents, 31.05. Platinum is up $1. Palladium is up $5. Yes, indeed. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Good to see you, Brent Lewis. So we'll keep an eye on this. Palladium is now showing some signs of life, pull up a little bit as well too. Still under $1,000 for both those metals as we track the what's going on there. This will be very interesting to see what happens in Syria and how that will play out. Let's see here. Okay. Let's get to some of these comments we've got here. Canadian Stacker chimes in on this video about JP Morgan's bold predictions for gold and silver. He says, not sure, Salivate. I wager that gold will trade between $2,500 and $3,000 in 2025. Everything else in between could hit 3,200, 3,300 though. Silver 30 to 36. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Those are very safe ranges. No question about that. I think that's I would certainly agree with that. That's for sure. That's a pretty wide range though. You're not really committing to a whole lot there with that. Good to see 66 Sam. The lovely gold check is with us tonight. Good to see Dove Season. And illegal products is here. That's right. Wars and rumors of wars. That's exactly right. And now Gina Young says, what about goldbacks? Yeah, I've talked about goldbacks a lot, and I even talked about them in this video as well. So just watch it again, and you'll hear me talk about goldbacks in the video. Okay, here we go. And we've got this on the video about the Salty Eagle. It says the lines are from how the planchet was rolled. On copper, they call it wood grain toning. It shows all the stresses of the metal from the rolling mill when they're thinning out a big bar of silver or stamp blanks. You'll notice that the ones in the front are perfectly parallel to the ones in the back. You can get this from other toning that isn't salt. I've seen it in all kinds of coins from different sources beyond some major abrasions in the toning. I think the silver stood up to the salt just fine. Toning is only about so much thick, so it's basically nothing. Your eye couldn't tell if it weren't a coin, if it wasn't a different color. Yes, very interesting. And that is you're the third or fourth person that mentioned this, and the first time because those striations I mentioned in prior videos in previous years. So that very well could be something to that. Very good. All right, let's see here. The Raza Manaza chimes in on this and says here, I remember the day that started, but I can't believe it's been 4 years already. Maybe auction off the salt or shooters of tequila. There you go, Razamanaza. It's a good idea, something to do. Oh yeah, good to see CCT is here with us. Tom Larson is here. So is Steve Lapointe. That's right, title, says silver to the moon. There you go. Actually, technically, silver did go around the moon recently. But if we go back there again, maybe we'll go to the moon. That's been delayed again. The Artemis mission has. Four Wheels from Rob says, this seems to be the prediction for 2025. In any case, I think there is a bigger dip coming before it takes off to $40 or higher. Ever well could be. I can sort of see that happening. Yes, we just have to play it out and see where it goes. Yes, indeed. All right. I'm glad you guys are here this evening as we watch these markets. We're going to do a few more comments quickly, then we're going to look at the markets again. Ram says, wonder how it will affect retired people. It just depends on how it's implemented. You know, like I said, cash will still be in play there, so they don't have to partake. You know, you'll still be able to use dollars if they want. Zed 3321, sorry I missed alive. No worries, we're back here again if you want to join us here. We've got Silver Heist here on this video for the Texas one. Only spokes 95,000 views. Sullivan middle gives the middle finger to the algorithm again. Job well done. This is a very rare instance where this has occurred, and I don't know why it happened. My other videos on these type of topics have not done as well, but thank you. Once in a while, the algorithm will catch it, and it has for this one where it went semi-bacterial, or bacterial in this case, but thank you so much. Yes, indeed. All right, glad you guys are here. Let's take a look now and see what the markets are doing, shall we? They're up. In fact, they're starting to clip back to the positive side here, and I do think it is in relation to the geopolitical events happening in Syria right now. That could become a vacuum. I think a vacuum is forming there. And what is going to happen since there's so many different groups that are at play? Islamists from Al Qaeda remnants, ISIS remnants, and others, as well as the Free Syrian Army at play there, have rooted out the regime of Bashir Assad. And so he's gone in exile in Moscow, him and his family. And gold is now up $13.70 to $2,647.20. Silver is up 11 cents to $31.15 now. Platinum and palladium have also gone up a bit, $3 for platinum, and palladium is $7. Gold to silver ratio still very high, is at 85.24. Yes, indeed. Good to see you guys. All right. So that's the news, the breaking news here today. We've got gold and we've got Assad gone from Syria. His presidential palace has been overrun by these insurgents who took it over. But yes, indeed. Very good. Now it's time for rhodium. There you go. Rhodium has stayed pretty flat here. Silverstruck. Good to see you, Silverstruck. And Silver Heist is with us. Good to see Silver Heist. Check out his newest video, by the way. A full silver stack of first stack of First Majestic Silver. Good full stack there. Nice. A full stack of First Majestic Silver. All right. So they're kind of going back and forth here. It's a little bit tepid here. The markets move up, down a little bit, but they're volatile right now. But they're all volatile to the upside, as we see here tonight. Well, let's see here. We've got Abling reporting on some back spot prices, where it was paid $25.54 on December 23 versus $31.18 on December 24, a 22% increase. But in 2023, Wisconsin was still charging sales tax and premiums and tax. Canadian Maple Leaf $30.10. So, yes, indeed, things have changed. Pretty wild. A lot of changes. Willa says, I predict that gold and silver will maintain their value while confidence in paper fiat will fluctuate. Indeed. I think it's going to fluctuate as far as that dollar strength, which is going to have an effect on the prices as well, too. But when we look at the prices compared to value, that's where people will start to make that shift at one point in time. Nickel Stacking says, Syria's gold. Yeah, I don't know how much gold they have. I don't know what they've got with gold. Does anybody know if they have a central bank that's got gold? Likely it's probably somewhere else. Assad has probably commandeered it and moved it to some other place. Who knows? I don't know where it is. Plastic Kadai says, I dig your messages, but also dig your OCD coin fiddling as well. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, indeed. I like to touch the gold and silver in the videos. Appreciate that. Very good. All right. And replay crew, thank you, C4T, watching the replay on the live stream. I get some people to say, where can I catch the live stream? Where can I catch them? It's like, well, I keep all the live streams up so you can watch a replay, so desire. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. Oh, yeah. Very, very, very good. Let's see here. And where are we at? Let's get to the next comment. See, we've got to get my mouse back here. Let's see what we've got. Redneck Coins is here. Pistol Pete, Robert Kemp, Gold Maple, and Stacker is here. Good to see you guys. All right, Richard Metcalf's Alex algorithm, and smash the thumbs up button. Thank you. Really do appreciate that when y'all hit the thumbs up button. It means a lot as we continue to track these prices. 13 is the... Well, now it's pulled back now. Silver's up a dime. It was up 13 cents just a second ago. And gold is up at $11.50. So all to the plus side. And I think that's a slight reaction now we're seeing to what's going on in Syria right now. For those of you just joining us here, Syria has fallen today Damascus has been run over by the insurgents, by the remnants of Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and the Free Syrian Army. The FSA has taken over. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. But Assad has left the country, no longer in control. And so, yes. So we'll see here. Very good. So there it is. Now, 13s again. Gold up $13.90 to $2,647.40. Silver up 13 cents to $31.17 tonight. Hit a high of 31.18. See if that breaks through and see where that goes. Good to see 79 is here tonight. Good to see you, 79. Welcome. Thank you. Good to see all of you guys. All right, let's get over here and see what other folks are saying. We've got Z06 Cowboy on this video. Silver's 2025 outlook brighter than gold. Says, I buy $100 a month no matter the price, so all this speculative talk is wasted on me. There you go. I understand. That's right. It's good. It's good to budget, but you know it's interesting to see what people are saying. But yep, that's good. You just stay focused for sure. All right, good to see B. Taylor is with us again tonight. Good to see B. Taylor. He was here with us last night too. Good to see Michael Guadagno. Good to see you, Michael. I'm glad you're back, and JM Unleashed is back too. Y'all check out JM Unleashed channel. Good stuff over there. He is the man. All right, we've got F37 Metal. Has got a comment on the Salty Eagle, the American Silver Eagle dissolved in salt for 4 years. Says, very cool video, interesting info. You rock, Doc. Thank you, F37 Metal. He's going into the studio on Monday. That's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, to record an album for his band. Again. So apparently he has another album out, so that's cool. All right. Donald Ryan is with us tonight. Good to see Donald. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Thank you. And the River Bottom Brewer is with us as well. And we've got this here. Comment here on the Silver's 2025 outlook compared to gold. Says this, I have a theory for the silver market in the next 3 to 4 months. As Mexico is the largest producer of silver in the American continent and imports will be hit with tariffs, silver will be more expensive to acquire in the U.S. Now, it's also going to be impacted Canada being removed from mining in Mexico. This also makes Mexican silver coins such as Libertads more expensive. There's a lot of silver here in the U.S., but if some is melted to cover industrial demands, that will make silver more scarce, making it more expensive. Yeah, that is interesting, and we'll see. A lot of those have come out of Peru into China, by the way, unrefined silver. But yeah, we'll see. And the thing is that I don't think the premiums are going to rise too much for the physical silver, because even now, except for what's going on at the Perth Mint, what we've been seeing reported lately, there is people are not buying as much silver these days. They're just not buying as much, so I don't know. All right. And that's going to play out. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. OC Stacker, good to see you. Welcome, OC Stacker. Here's F37 Metal again from yesterday's video. He says this, that looks like a couple of gold-filled silver Oreos. I'm hungry now. Someone pass some milk. There you go. It does kind of look like that. Yes, indeed. Sandwich of gold and silver is pretty wild. For sure. It is fun stuff. Thank you. Very observant from F37 Metal. We've got Ominous Rooster with us as well. Good to see you. And let's take a look here and see what the markets are telling us now. By the way, well, we'll get to that in a moment, but we can see here that there's bouncing around a little bit, but all to the upside. Gold is now up $8.90 to $2,642.40. Silver is up 10 cents, $31.13. Platinum up 2, palladium up 5. So they're all in positive territory, but they're scaling back a little bit of some of their gains here tonight. But they are up indeed. Sure they are. for sure. Welcome to Miroku Tuno. Welcome, Miroku. And so there's where the prices are now. Silver up 8 cents, gold up $8.70. Yes, indeed. By the way, this channel is sponsored by Summit Metals here. They have their 12 days of precious metals, gold and silver starter packs here that are there. See what the shop here says here. They got the starter packs here. A lot of different things here. If you're a new customer, on checkout to get promotional 5 ounces at spot. And we have a starter pack, gold, a gram starter pack, plus a wallet for $299.07. So you get the wallet and 1 gold gram. I actually took advantage of that. You can also spin the wheel for other additional savings here. There from that. I'm going to give that a shot when I do my next order. But yeah, there you go. So check out summitmetals.com. Let's take a look here. We've got Gold Chick chimes in on the Salty Eagle. Following, let's get over here and do this. Oh, thank you, Jay Unleashed, for posting a link to Summit Metals. Appreciate that, my friend. It says many 1548 forged Spanish colonial silver coins from Spanish sunken galleons in Florida clumped together and turned green. We use electrolysis to break them up. Many clumps still exist. Each white treasure chest held 3 bags of 1,000 pieces of 8. But all but one chest rotted along with the bags, but the coin clumps were still in the shape of the bags. These are in Mel Fisher's Atosha Museums in Sebastian and Key West. The green color comes from copper and indies any ship incrustation off cyanide with cyanide and trisomium phosphate. There are many wrecks on the Atlantic side. I believe I know where all of them are from 1715. There's 11, but many people think there are 7. They're wrong. Interesting. Thank you, Gold Chick, for that. Wow. Very cool. Thanks for the information. And good to see you guys. We got the cat is here. We got Steve Lapointe with a report on how many thumbs up. We have 102. I'd like to get 300 tonight if we can. This is a special broadcast. We're reporting what's going on in Syria right now. Syria is in trouble because the Assad is gone. It is essentially a vacuum that is there now. And so we don't know what the latest is beyond what's happened with the toppling of the regime. And so that is what we're dealing with there with what's going on here with Syria. Let's see here what we've got. Assad is in, essentially rebels have taken Damascus now. Assad is in Moscow. And apparently his palace was filled with Ferraris and Aston Martins. He lived an exuberant life. His regime tortured a lot of people, killed a lot of people. And yes, indeed. And bad news. But anyways, yes, crazy. Yes, Middle East loves a power vacuum. Exactly. And very good. Crazy, crazy. So very, very interesting to see what happens there. And let's see. Okay. But in the meantime, the markets are alive here. Silver up 12 cents. Gold up $11. And so, yeah, they're continuing to climb. Platinum is up 2. And the palladium is up 7. There it is. All right. Very good. So we're going to keep an eye on things here tonight, but they're up, and I think that is the reason why. Jeff Keller says, wow, 2017 is when I started stacking. I remember when you started this. Thank you. Yes. Very good. A lot of these experiments, I'd like to keep them going. We've got another one that I'm going to get to. We've got a silver coin and bleach. My guess is it won't really eat away at the coin, but it'll probably really blacken it. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes out. All right. Let's see here. Chief, do you think the United Healthcare CEO death affected silver at all? Didn't seem to, as far as I can tell. No stackers talking about it. No. That's just a murder mystery at this point. Obviously, it's going to affect the healthcare markets, but I don't, as far as the insurance market, possibly, but I don't know that necessarily going to mean prices are going to go up, but I don't think it's going to have any impact on the precious metals market. Yeah, because, I mean, the company is still intact. I mean, if it would be something where the company itself just collapsed because of it, then it may raise a serious problem with the economy. But obviously that's not the case. But he was under investigation for insider trading, from what I understand, and there's real fear that it's probably going to have some ramifications. We'll see. It will take the dull, the eagle, does 925 silverware. It will take the dull, the eagle. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Let's see here. All right. And we've got here John Power chimes in here and says, I bought ASEs just before the election with the premium was $38. With the premium was $38. Something. I bought 250 of them. I'm a gold stacker, so that was my first silver purchase. Also bought a large amount of gold eagles in early October. 6 figures worth. Wow. 27.44 including the premium. Both of these purchases are down currently. It takes time. 1 ounce gold I bought in 2018 is up $12.50 spot price. Premiums are killer. I believe I paid $4.50 on the silver eagles on my last large purchase of gold eagles. The premium was like $90, the highest I've ever paid. Now the weight. Wow. Yes, you did. But you made pretty big purchases here recently. That is amazing. Wow, very good. Okay, so it will make it look non-silver. What will make it look non-silver? Bleach? Yeah, bleach will definitely make it look non-silver. We noticed that right away. All right, let's see here. And Sergeant Major U.S. Marine Corps, if they would have lowered the quantity, I believe they would have had a better collector's piece, like 30,000. Yes, lower the mintage. I agree. We just nominated you for Mint Director. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, tell you what, it'd be an interesting opportunity to have for sure. Well, we just got this in. First act of kindness tonight from Michael K. Thank you so much for Michael K. It is the first act. He even said that in his note. First act of kindness from Michael K. A $5 PayPal friends and family donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate those. Thank you, Michael K. You are the man. Those help because I don't have to pay the fees that YouTube charges 30%. They take 30% from every super chat, and those also have to pay taxes on as well too. That's about 25 to 28% on that. 30%, with state and local taxes, the state and federal taxes there. So PayPal friends and family, you get more bang for the buck. So I appreciate that donation. Very kind. Yep, you were first. Appreciate that, my friend. Very kind of you indeed. It's kind of been a light night in that regard. So thank you so much, Michael K. And again, continue to pray for your lovely wife. Hope she's doing all right. I know she's still struggling on the ventilator, so we're praying for her. THS says here, the 2020 Salted Eagle, yes, rocks. Lady Liberty looks like she is walking through white phosphorus rain. Beautiful craftsmanship, Sal. Never stop. Thank you, THS. We're going to keep going. Yes, indeed. We're going to try to do that for sure. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I'm glad you enjoyed that indeed. Okay, let's see here. And what do we have here? And D-Worm is here. Welcome, D-Worm. Michael Guadagno is still with us. And we've got here, let's get over here to Nathan Hill, and then we'll look at the markets again. Nathan Hill chimes in and says the following. I look at silver most to preserve what I have not, make me the next Bill Gates later, but if it does take off to $1,000 an ounce, as some say, I won't be unhappy. That's right. Yeah, but don't look, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we can pretty much make a safe bet that it will not. We will not see that. Yes, indeed. All right. Good to see you guys. Glad you're all with us tonight here. Very good. And let's take a look at the markets now, shall we? The markets indeed are alive, hanging on to some, fairly good gains tonight for the short amount of time it's been open. I do think it is because of what's going on in Syria. New just breaking today, but In some ways, I thought it might be worse than this. But anyways, Long Live Coins is here. Good to see you. All right. So silver up. Silver is up 9 cents now. We've kind of been seeing it fluctuate between 9, 10 cents, 13 cents. So there it is, up 9 cents right now to $31.12. Gold up $8.70 to $2,642. Platinum up 3, palladium up 7. So there's where the markets are tonight. Crazy, crazy. Oh yeah, let's see here. And let's get over here. We got Johannes Davidson with a thumbs up on this. Thank you very much for that. It all helps for sure. Appreciate it. Soul Patch Jackson says, let's go first. Thank you, Soul Patch. Appreciate that. And we've got here Donald Ryan says, oh boy, more silver volatility. Yay. Oh, but more at a discount. That's right. There you go. You know, buy. I think he meant buy. Yeah, buy more at a discount. Exactly. There you go. Hopefully it won't be in trouble. Hopefully not. We'll see what happens here. But the more these derivatives continue to expand, the bigger trouble it'll be. I think, anyways. Especially at this point in time. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. So we continue to measure things. Justin Aldridge is here. Welcome. All right. And over here is there. Good to see Count Trumpula with us here. Let's see here. Dinar says the rebels plan on bringing a Taliban-type government within a few weeks. Why does that not surprise me? Yep, especially considering all the elements that are involved. Probably we'll see that type of theocracy form there. Art Best says, Silver Squad. There you go. Keep on stacking. Silver Squad. Amen. And Kevin Malone here says silver is a hidden gem. It must go up with the demand for most of the world's electrics to come. Yes, I think it probably will. I think we'll see demand, even if things pull back. It could hurt it a little bit in some of the price, but I think we're going to see demand continue to do something here with silver. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. And freaking awesome. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for liking and sharing on the community page. That really is something that is appreciated more and more. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. We've got Kurt Knorr says, that's exactly what I think will happen. All right. All right, very good. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. He's in agreement with me on that. Rusty Nail, good morning. Good morning to you, Rusty Nail. Good to see you. The markets are alive after reports coming out of Syria that the Assad regime is toppled and no more. Damascus has been overtaken. The country is now in a state of chaos and anarchy, likely, until something gets solidified. Likely it probably will be a theocracy of some sort. And the precious metal prices are moderating a bit from their gains earlier at the beginning of the open. Gold now up $5.30. It was up like $14 earlier in the evening. Silver's up a nickel right now to $31.09. All right. That's right. It is up. There we go. All right. We'll keep an eye on that as we do. We've got Silverstruck, who was in here tonight. We love Silverstruck. Great channel. He's the guy that knows about a lot of the old vintage silver products, from rounds to bars, and how to store your silver as well. Good stuff over at Silverstruck's channel. Check him out. I own only physical silver myself. It's interesting how many things on paper get manipulated by crooks. Exactly right. I sure do. I don't have any, and I'm not against people that want to use the ETFs and the like, but it's just not my bag. All right, very good. Jeff Welch, I kind of thought silver buying was down. It seems like the more people are buying silver, the higher it goes up. Am I wrong? That's right. Exactly. They sure are. Yep. The more people that buy silver, the more demand there is for physical silver. You will see premiums increase like crazy. Thank you, J-Man Unleashed, for for posting a link to Silverstruck's channel. Gary DeVelcio says the stock futures are flat tonight. That's good to know. Lots of chaos is bullish for metals. They're right, Pistol Pete. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We don't know who the bad guys or the good guys are in Syria. Like it's a mixture of both. I think if you're going to find any of the good guys, it's going to be in some elements, remnants of the Free Syrian Army. I don't think all of those guys are bad, but most of them are not good. Yes, you're right. I just say we should not get involved there. Illuminator says thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Matt Tang says here, great way to start my Sunday morning. Appreciate it. No problem. Well, thank you. Glad you enjoyed that, sir. And we've got Edward Hubbard says slurp and emoticon here and sunglasses happy face. Thank you so much. Pomomsky says put it in an old pickle jar with salt and water. There you go. Yes, indeed. That is one way to do it for sure. It'd be interesting. Or I could put it in formaldehyde. Can you imagine that? In formaldehyde, what that would do? Okay. Michael Gulata, 5646, says here, physical silver will never be in trouble, only paper silver. Yep, exactly right. If the price crashes in paper silver, buy more physical silver. Physical silver won't always follow the paper market. That's exactly right. And I've talked about that in this video and in other videos for sure. They did separate. Very good. How will Syria's fall affect Israel? It's a good question. See, a lot of Syria is kind of a proxy, at least in parts of it, from Iran. And I think Iran will try to want to get a piece of the pie in Syria. But then the Sunni elements, Iran is Shia, Sunni elements that have come in from Iraq, I think they're going to want to get a piece of the pie. I think Turkey is going to probably make a play for it. So I think there's going to be some battles for control in there for quite some time, and likely maybe more fighting and war to control that country. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to look. And that will, I think, and for Israel, Israel will obviously be feel threatened by it. But I tell you what, Israel has kicked ass. Big time. And so I think some of these groups realize they better not mess with Israel, because Israel will come back pretty quickly against them, as we have seen. They're not messing around anymore. Israel is not. Yes, indeed. All right. And John Bethia on this video from this morning about the silver market. Says here, I don't care if silver prices go up, whether it goes to 5 or 12.35 or whatever an ounce. If it goes to $5 an ounce, I'll buy more of it. At 78, I will probably never sell it. I've decided to have jewelry made out of it during my lifetime. I have it in a trust for generational wealth, even if it takes 100 years. I bought silver because it's a long-lasting and beautiful, and it has been long-lasting. I bought it with money that I don't need and that I don't depend on. As a matter of fact, I have not looked at it for years. Besides, it jingles, which a dollar doesn't. Exactly right. Iran promised more missiles, and they never did fire them. That's right. And they have not attacked yet. I think they're thinking twice about it, for sure. And I think they're realizing if they want to really bring about the 12th Imam, they're going to have to drop a nuclear weapon, and they're going to be prepared to make that happen. And they don't want to get any kind of too much attention to themselves, so they can continue to do that. And THS is right. Israel needs to be protected at all costs. John Knox says Turkey equals the Islamic State, Iran equals the Islamic Republic, Saudi Arabia equals the Islamic Kingdom. And right at the crossroads of all that is tiny Israel. That's exactly right. It is a powder keg there for sure. All right, let's see here. 143 Druid. And then we'll get his comment, and we'll look at the markets again. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Let's see here. He says here the oligarch despises silver due to prolific access by the commoner. Oligarchs have or will operate in the reset within specific parameters, which prohibit silver gains. Single fact: silver is the only commodity not reached new all-time high. Consider mythical beliefs and wealth gain within a lifespan. Surely silver may preserve purchasing power to some extent, if not drained from commoners in advance of the Greatest Depression. Silver is not debt. Oligarchs considered an enemy, and those that possess it are as well. History does not repeat itself, it rhymes. That's right, exactly. Well, thank you. Big Test Unit is here. He's gifted a Salivate Metal membership. Thank you, Big Test Unit. Very kind of you indeed. Little 22 shot blast there, 22 round shot there across the bow with one Salivate Metal membership. Thank you, sir. We might be, if these continue, we might break a record this month. We'll see, depending on how many of these expire, the gifts expire. Damascus could be destroyed as the Bible predicted by a new civil war in countries surrounding it. It very well could. Very easily it could happen, for sure. All right. Thank you, Big Test Unit, for that act of kindness. All right. Coincidence and nonsense. ETFs have been a problem for a while. Good stuff, Sal. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. John Bannon on this video says the following. Then we'll look at the markets. I think I forgot before. Morning, Sal. You were talking about clickbait on Saturday. This title is a little bit clickbaitish. Good video, rated. The silver market is headed for big trouble if this happens. Well, it's a catchy title to draw your interest, but I still don't think this is clickbait either. I explain why it's in big trouble in the video. Now, the only reason why this title would be clickbait is if I draw you in with something and then I don't talk about it in the video. That's what clickbait is. There's another word, probably what you're talking about, to draw viewers. It's a title that draws viewers, but it's not clickbait. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what we've got here. All right. We have got the markets kind of normalizing here with some gains, but not as much. We've got gold up $6 now to $2,639.50. Silver up 4 cents to $31.08. Platinum up 1. Palladium up 5. Very good. All right, let's see here. IBG is with us tonight. Good to see Vegas Stacker is here. So Sal, I saw you got, and then I forget what he says. I don't know what he. Sal, I saw you got a new First Mint Buffalo. Oh yeah, yes, indeed, yes. The First Mint Buffalo, they are nice indeed. Yes, they are. Good stuff. All right. Very good. Let's move on. We've got this here. Dennis Niemeyer. Sal, coffee time with Sal. Good morning. Informative video. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Bellows Forge is here. Good crowd tonight. If you are here and if you are so inclined, if you could press that thumbs up button, it would be marginally appreciated. Yes, indeed. Canoe House says here, one show the market is going to go boom, the next it's going to go crash if this happens. I suppose for those that don't subscribe or newbies, this gets you views, Sal. But for a long-time subscriber, the clickbait headlines are fatiguing. Well, the thing is, Canoe House, this is the first comment I've seen from you, I think. Let me see here. Ken Newhouse. Let's see here. He's got some videos too, but one could say that these were clickbait too. But the thing is I don't understand why there's more criticisms of this for clickbait. But let me see here. And he's got a book there and everything like that. So he's got marketing. So he should know marketing. But the thing is, one show the market is going to go boom. The next one is going to go crash if this happens. I suppose for those that don't subscribe to newbies, this gets you views. When the thing is that this is big trouble. It didn't say that it's going to crash, but the thing is I explain what's going on in the video and what's happening and what aspect of it that could have spelled big trouble. But big trouble does not mean it's going to crash. That could be something that could happen, and I mentioned that in the video. But the crashes is something where the whole thing falls apart because people don't have faith in it. But anyways, so sorry you don't like the titles, but it is what it is. And So, but I've never seen you before. But like I said, I mean, we could probably pick apart some of your titles to your videos too. I mean, you're a marketing and messaging that gets you clients, so you should know about this stuff. Let's take a look at his videos here. Let's discover little known sales secrets. Let's see here. Phone scripts for virtual selling. So effective. Well, here we go. Phone script. So he's in a telemarketing business. He's engaging telemarketers. So tell me that's not, I don't know. That's a little bit questionable. And like I said, this is the first comment. I've never even heard of this guy before. How to master virtual selling. So maybe help me out here, Ken. What do I do, Ken? Tell me what to do, Ken. Make my titles better that are not clickbait. Sin City, thank you. He gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships. Good to thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. And Dean R says, derivatives just seem like a pyramid scheme, in my opinion. I'll take my physical silver in hand, please. There you go. All right. Yep. I like the physical market, sure, for sure. And let's see here. Less clickbait, more, yeah, there you go. More middle fingers than thumbnails. That's right, exactly. That's right. I don't want to overplay that hand. Pun intended, Silver Heist. You know what I mean? But that did seem to work for sure. But anyways, let's see here. Greetings to Same Name is here. Good to see you. Welcome. And yes, indeed. We've got Nathan Sheen says this bill will never pass because of the handful of rhinos that join up with the Dems to block good bills, and I could see that. You're probably right. I know there are some of them in their governor in the Texas House. Stack for life, silver and gold, silver and gold. Exactly right. Gen X collectible on this video. Says here. Appreciate you guys. Anybody have a thumbs up count where we're at on that? Let's see here. He says here, ETF for day traders, physical for stackers, because silver is used primarily in manufacturing. This has just as big, if not more of an impact on ETF traders. Less than 5% of silver mined is used for coins and investment bullion. That's right. Yep. It's crazy. You're exactly right. It's nuts. All right. Susanna Rasky is here. Welcome, Susanna. All right. Square coins are my favorite. All right. Likes the square coins. Nice. You don't see those very often at all. We see coin bars, but not 169 likes. Thank you, Tony Erickson. Thank you, Bellows Ford, for getting closer to 200. I think 200 might be our goal tonight. Michael K says, no matter, hold your silver. Exactly right. In the end, that's really what it is we should do. Norwegian Maid says, in the event of a huge future economic problems, I do like to keep something tangible. Love my silver and gold. I'm with you on that for sure. Hold on your physical silver. Yes, indeed. It's good to have it in hand. Good way to protect your wealth for sure. Very good. Willie Spencer's here. We got 167 likes now. Thank you. Okay. Carrie Taryn says, if it's not real physical silver or gold, it really doesn't exist. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. In the end, it's really what it boils down to. That's for sure. All right, we can see the price is kind of moderating yet again, but still staying up high. Gold is up $4.50 right now to $26.38 even. Silver is up 8.18%, up 6 cents to $31.09. Platinum is up 2 to $9.39. Palladium up 6, $9.85. Good to see Niels Han Dynasty is with us. Yes, indeed. Very good. And THS is here. Good to see you. James Smith is here. Good to see you, James. Hope you're doing well tonight. We've got Joyful says, the world needs silver to make high-tech weapons of war. Yes, indeed. They sure do. And they're doing that at a rapid pace now. Come on, $23 silver, says Clock Fixer. Yes. We'll see. I don't think we're going to see that either. I think that's well, I don't know. I don't think we're going to see it, but that might be more likely than $50 silver at this point. Silver has a tendency to get smacked down more than it does to pump up, even though it is up this year 20 some odd percent. That's pretty good. It's had a good year. This has been a good year for silver. There's no question about it. Will it hold? And we may see silver hold above $30 by the end of the year. Still up over 31 right now, so that's a good sign, but we'll see. All right. Danny Zulersdorf says here, a Republican government probably means more shenanigans like this out, and they'll call it deregulation. On a side note, I had a dream silver was trading at 21 to 22. Take care. All right. Well, you know, I don't know. I think that I don't know what's legal or what's not or what have you, but I think the whole idea of these things will, because of the free market itself, could collapse in and on itself. And that's exactly what could happen here. Just by the free market. It's just like if somebody, if a company like, well, I'll just say AppMax, for instance. There was a coin I was looking at there, and they're the sole distributor of this coin, and they bumped the price up $300 to $400 on the coin, and making it cost prohibitive for most, and likely they're not going to sell through this batch unless somebody really wants the coin. And so there it is, and then it will just you know, they'll price themselves out of the market. Sure. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at? We've got Ray Gilgrath says the paper silver market will crash, only a matter of time. Stack the real stuff. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see if and when that happens. Ethan Leon says here, I've been listening to you off and on from the start, and I'm disappointed you haven't done a face revealing. All right, well, Ethan, thank you for listening off and on, and there's good reason why I don't do a face reveal. You can imagine probably why. Security reasons. What happens when you find out that 411 to 1 physical is actually the opposite? Well, we won't. I don't think we're going to see that. Not at all. That would be, yeah, that's not going to happen. For one amount of paper for every 411, it's just not the case. All right. Yeah, that's not happening. It wouldn't survive. They would have gone broke a long time ago. Good to see you guys. All right, Mike Herrera is here. Good to see you. Matthew Crustlife says last on this one. Thank you. And Dave, the dude, the eagle is legal tender. That's right. It is legal tender. It is. That's right. And Matt Bittner with an algorithmic cup of coffee there. Always appreciate that. Means a lot. Take a look at these markets again. All right. And we can see that they're kind of staying in this area. I don't think we would have seen any gains tonight at all had Syria not been in chaos tonight. But yes, it is overthrown now, toppled officially. And so silver's up 6 cents to $31.10. Gold is up $5.30 tonight. Platinum up 2, palladium up 6. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right. Yeah. Good to see you. Hoosier Stacker is here. Welcome, Hoosier. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. Hoosier Stacker, the one and the only, is with us tonight. Good to see you, brother. All right. So there's where those markets are. Very good. 66Sam, remember busting lady scammer with a violin? Yes, that was a fun video. I wish it would have been more creative on that one. It was totally impromptu. And you don't know how some of those people are going to react when you're in front of them face to face. She did not like the camera in front of her, but it was a big time scammer. I've seen others do it too, and one of them, it was a family affair. I was going to do it, but the kid was there, and I didn't want to put the kid on camera. But anyways, Winston Smith says, I do not buy silver for its industrial use. I buy it for its monetary value and purpose. EV will not go mainstream. Solar will reduce. Population will be reduced to billions, or even if EVs and solar continue, silver's industrial use will drop. Backing currency is its main purpose of silver, monetary value. Well, Winston, I've not seen any signs of that at all happening. There has been more use for solar, EVs, and all that stuff. It's just increasing. It's not slowing down. Diamonds have industrial use, same with gold and every other PM. A pure gold or silver mine is rare. So when people say silver is a byproduct, well, no crap, Sherlock. There are not many pure silver mines out there. It's a totalitarian state, CBDCs, and government-controlled cryptos will suffice. You will work for it, you will pay for it, but you will never rise from the current station. All the money that has been stolen and given to the rich, they are using it to buy real estate, including metals. Well, that's not true either. I'm sorry, but there's not a lot of people buying metals. Sales are down dramatically right now. Silver. So sorry, I disagree with pretty much every aspect of your comment here, but silver's main purpose is not for as a backing currency. It's just not anymore. It's a commodity. It's an industrial metal first and foremost. I mean, everybody, even the most conservative, will recognize it now. You and I recognize it as a monetary metal as well, but that's not how the markets see it, and for good reason. Silver Heist, how much will the U.S. Mint gold flowing hair auctions go for? More or less when a banana duct taped to a wall. It'll be less than that. And I saw the guy ate that banana. But I haven't checked the markets lately on that. The last item I checked was like $130,000 for the pre-bid for the number one with the dies. But my guess is it's going to go for $200,000. At least $200,000. Maybe $250,000, maybe even more. For that number one, when bidding starts on it on the 12th, I think. So that's my guess, but I haven't checked it lately. I don't know where it is now, but let's see here. I'm actually kind of curious about that. Let me see here. Oh my goodness gracious. What are we at here? Oh, man. All right. It is 170,000 is the bid right now for it. 170,000. So 170,000 is the pre-bid. That's the pre-bid for it. So anyway, it's good to see you, Bill Arrington. Welcome. That's the one with the dies and everything. You get a dies, you get a cabinet and everything with it. It's going for 170,000 right now. I think it's going to sell for a cool $250,000. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Winston Smith says here, I am unsubscribing. Cannot deal with the clickbait. This is Winston, the same guy who was, I think, wrong on the other one. He says here, I know 90% of dramatic headlines are bogus, but I cannot deal with them. They're unnecessary in my opinion. I'm subscribing with any YouTube I subscribe to who does that. No sweat to you. Just wanted to give you feedback. Good luck. All right. All right. Go figure. All right. And let's see here. I don't know. What would you suggest I do a title? If you have better ideas for titles, but this, I don't know. I just strongly disagree. If I don't write titles that people are going to watch, I got to back up. As I described this last night too. I don't know what else I'm going to do, but anyways. All right. Of course, I haven't seen Winston's. This is the first time I've seen Winston Smith. All these people that have these criticisms, I've never seen before. I've never seen these people before. Their first comments are critical comments. Go figure. All right. Anyways, let's see here. I mean, I have to have titles that are catchy, that are going to draw your views in, but if I don't have content to match it, but anyways, I don't know. It's crazy. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. And thank you, Hawkaloogie. Appreciate it. Yes. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to do here. Sensational marketing. That's right. You gotta have a title that draws viewers. but it's not clickbait. That's right, exactly. All right, here is zero. Says here, 200 ounces of silver for me is about right. That about 6 kilograms. 60 ounces of gold is about 2 kilograms, plus 8 kilograms is also SGER 3 to 1, in my opinion, ideal for a backpack. Yep, you want to have something that's portable for sure. Thank you, Mark Razor. I appreciate that. I'm going to do that. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it very, very much. And we'll do that. You're very kind. And let's see here. Yeah, you can't make everybody happy. That's exactly right. And like I said, I enjoy and I appreciate constructive criticism, but I don't think that's constructive. Anyways, let's see here. Okay, Dean R. says here, so many variables in play: geopolitics, debt, industrial production, military applications, green energy, price manipulation, stock markets, etc. So hard to predict what silver will do, but it has proven itself as a safe asset. Exactly right. Very, very true. There's a lot that I think is going to come into play that are resistant to recessions that I think is going to keep silver kind of where it is. And you're right, Gen X Collectibles. Titles aren't as easy as it seems. And one of these days I'm going to do just a real plain Jane title. And I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to do that experiment. But anyways, but I work on the titles a lot. And if I'm going to use a bold title, I've got to make sure the video content is bold too to back it up, or else I'm going to get in trouble. And I'm not going to. But I'm gaining subscribers. You know, I'm not. I mean, yeah, some people will drop off, but if I'm gaining more than I'm losing, then I'm. You know, I know I'm not as fast growing as many other channels. But anyways, all right. And we've got here James O'Neill Brown says, Sal's video gives me hope. I have a crap ton of silver now. I'm sure a lot of y'all have a lot too. Our day is coming, and I believe it will not be long. Yes, indeed. I think so too. When we think about what that means, the day is coming when we can see that for our own lives, that silver has preserved our wealth because of how we buy it, and we're smart about it, and we dollar cost average, and we hang on to the silver that we have. Lulu Lucky Stacker is here. Good to see you. All right, let's see here. Sal, how about watch before YouTube deletes? All right. Well, hopefully YouTube won't. They deleted some of my videos before because of supposed misinformation. And these are videos from 7-8 years ago. All right, let's see here. And Ben Sherman says, $30 is the new floor. There you go. All right. I think so too. All right. Look at this. Silver's making a little bit of a comeback. Not that it was down at all tonight, but it was down. It was the gains had pulled back some of its gains, but it's now up 11 cents right now to $31.14. Gold is up $7.20. I think this is in part and maybe completely due to what's going on in Syria and what will happen there. I think once we get an idea of what the vacuum is going to look like, we could continue to see higher prices through the end of the month. We'll see here. That's right. Dean R says cleavage thumbnails will get you more views, Sal, just not yours. Yep. And if I keep doing push-ups and I stop, I'll have man boobs, and we'll see here. Very good. There you go. Warning, the following video has adult content. Viewer discretion advised. Exactly right. Very good. And, you know, and that title would work because I could talk about adult topics like silver stacking, the markets, about, things that not kids don't talk about. Kids typically don't talk about the derivatives markets, what options and futures and margin calls and things like that. So those are adult topics. I don't know of a single kid, under the age of 13 that would talk about or have that. I mean, there's maybe some, but it's mostly for adults. So that I could use that as a title, and I could maybe justify that. But that technically would be clickbait because when people think adult, you're thinking of another adult thing. You know what I mean? So I don't take that stretch. But that would be an example of clickbait. that I wouldn't do. But something like the market is in big trouble, I'll explain what that trouble is and explain what that could be. So yeah, it's kind of an open-ended thing, right? Hmm. Let's see here. Very good. Oh, look at this, folks. Silver has pulled back now. This has been pretty volatile. Let's take a look at what's going on here. This is interesting. Now it's up only 3 cents to $31.07. This is an interesting turn of events now for silver. It's been kind of all over the place in that positive territory tonight. And if we look here, we can see that sporadic activity with a really spike of heavy volume here in the last couple of minutes. That's weird, is it not? To pull it down. Is it people like taking profits here? This is kind of strange. It's nuts. That's right. Thank you, J.M. Lee says I'm out X-rated. That's right. I'm on X.com. Thank you for posting that, J.M. If you want to follow me there, I'm on that social media platform. I've been posting a little bit more there lately. So look at this big heft and volume trading we've seen here in the last bit. That's interesting. So we may see, I don't know, will it come around? Now it's up 4 cents, so we'll keep an eye on that. There's Dean R again on the Salty Eagle video. It says this. I have a couple of silver rounds that I'm leaving exposed to the humidity here in Florida. It's amazing how quickly they tone. Makes me wonder how many of the monster toners have been sold and have toned by this method, and how the grading companies determine natural versus artificial toning. Yes, I wonder about that too. That is fascinating, because I'm sure you could have a controlled environment that makes it look natural, but it is technically artificial. How do you define that? You know, if you go to a high humidity place with a lot of sulfur in the air, I don't know. But anyways, all right. Okay, we have Chief. There's Chief. Says this. And we're going to get into this afternoon's video. You know, I haven't seen any comments about how your titles are clickbait until you mentioned it on a live. Now I'm seeing a bunch of crybaby comments about it. It's honestly starting to annoy me, and it doesn't affect me at all. Well, thank you, Chief. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I don't know. That's like I haven't been getting them a lot either until recently. You're right. The comment that is to clarify, I don't think your titles are clickbait. I spend too much time on the internet. I actually know what clickbait is. I'm selling. Here's why. And then you watch the video and we find out you sold one of your silver ounces you needed, milk or some nonsense. That is clickbait, people. This is not. Thank you. Yep. I mean, somebody says, I'm selling all my silver and then just selling 1 ounce or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I do probably play a fine line with some of it, but like I said, I've got to choose titles that are catchy, or they're gonna get people to watch, and hopefully I can just do a better job or a good job of providing exactly explaining what I'm doing. And but even in the videos where I do that, it still doesn't really help my views. My views are not really all that, anyways. CCT covered natural tone silver in today's video. I think mine tone as they were near my gas stove. Okay, interesting. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. Ominous Rooster. Sal, make a title called Buy Silver and Hide It in Your Community, Parks, YMCA, and Churches. Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be pretty cool. A way to do it. Yes, that would be quite an experiment. So the only discovery you would have is if you put a note with it. It says, you found this ounce of silver. I might think about it. That's actually a good idea, Ominous Rooster. Might have to think about that. Yeah, let's see here. I can't believe that Mark B is getting tired. I can't believe that. The views are your own fault. That's right. I need 79. I need to hire 79 as a marketing specialist to help me. Inigo Montoya says, why do people get so butthurt about titles? They get people to view. It's good content. It's not like a blatant lie. That's right. I agree. Thank you. Inigo, I appreciate that. Montoya, appreciate that. Good to see Silver Drill Pickle. Good to see you, my friend. And thank you, Chief. I appreciate that. It will explode during Rocky Superstars show, so be ready. There you go. Exactly. All right. High Tones Drifter says, here, let's see. It took me 62 years to see what a waste it was investing heavy in silver and gold stocks. Silver is a crock. How many businesses over the last 50 years who need silver to have had to shut down because of the inability to get silver? Never. Look at just how everything else has outperformed. Unbelievable. Well, High Tones Drifter, do not lose heart. Hold on to silver that you have. It's a volatile market, and actually does surprise me to see you say this. If it's 62 years you've been stacking, because look at what silver's done this year. Good grief, it's up like 20 some odd %, even with the latest pullback. So you should be happy about that, my friend. You should not be giving up. Bill Arrington says, count your wealth in ounces, not paper. That's exactly right. That's right. Tony Erickson, if 79 could flash us all at once, I bet the likes would go through the roof. You know what? I think this is what I need. I think Tony Erickson is on to something. If we could get 79 to send me some bikini shots and I can use those in my thumbnail, then that will help my channel. Do it, 79. I demand it, and it's got to be done within the next 2 hours. Make it happen. Come on, I'm giving you plenty of time. It doesn't take you that long to put a bikini on and take a selfie of it. You know what I mean? Stand in front of a mirror, whatever you got to do. Just give me some clickbait. I need it, 79. Make it happen. Dakini Woman, thank you, Sal, for all your updates and predictions. Thank you, Dakini Woman. I appreciate you so much. John Knox says, maybe we can speed up the process with ketchup, vinegar, and pepper. Now, that's interesting. Yes, I'd be wild to see where that happens. Can you imagine what a concoction that would be? Oh, I mean, okay, please, 79. I said the magic word, please. There you go. There it is. Michael Porter, bring your own beer. That's right. Or bring your own booty. Very good. All right, let's see here. And Dutch says, what effect will the bird flu pandemic have on the price, do you think? Well, it depends how far it goes. We saw what happened last time. We could see that happen again, and that would have it plummet. All right, we can see silver is now just up 3 cents again. Gold is only up $3.50. They're kind of pulling back a little bit here. Who knows? We shall see what happens if the metals move in the opposite direction. But they were up earlier in the night. I think that is partly due to what's going on in Syria. And I think the ramifications of what that vacuum is going to look like is going to make or break the markets in general as we move through the week, because this has just happened. All right. Let's see here. In you go. Title the next video, Slurping. There you go. That's right, exactly. We have 211 thumbs up. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it very much. All right, let's see here. Twitter have a free AI image generator, so you can either make PAL images or Salgal images for thumbnails. Yeah, I've tried that. This AI, I'm not. I don't have. You got to pay for the one on Twitter, but there's other versions I've tried that don't do a very good job with showing stuff. But you can't use celebrities either. You can't do any named person for the service that I have. I'm not going to pay for a artificial intelligence image generator either. That you have to pay for to get celebrity images. But all right, we've got Cyber Curtain Twitcher says here, whatever the price is, I still prefer to hold my wealth in my own hand rather than lose than those of the banks or governments. I agree with you. Exactly right. Or some other entity outside of the system for sure. Crazy. Let's see here. Excuse me. All right. Wax my 1916 quarters. All right. Wax those suckers out. That would be interesting. I'll put some bikini wax on them or surf wax on them. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's get over this way. We'll get George Clooney on the show. Come on, George. Yeah, come on and we'll talk silver, George. And all right, let's see here. Bill Arrington says precious metals are not investments. That's right. Stocks are investments. Crypto is gambling. Collecting is a hobby that brings self-enjoyment. Gold and silver are safe havens, a hedge against inflation, an emergency fund and savings account. Wise kings, countries, governments, and even banks stack gold and silver. Indeed, that's right. Very, very true. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the blessings. I just did that to get the blessings. I appreciate that. It helps a lot. All right, let's see here. U.S. debt be Trent. Where are the banks? What are your bank names? Let's see here. Well, a lot of them. I think SLV is JP Morgan. They're the biggest bank that has the ETFs where a lot of those derivatives come from. I think they're the biggest ones. Sprott Services and others. I'm sure there's others that the other banks have, but the most influential is going to be the SLV from JP Morgan. Okay. Let's see here. Where are we at? We've got this from Jimmy Guns Buy Bitcoin. All right, well, the Bitcoin's got derivatives too, we're finding out. That just launched. Mr. Bubby says, I hope it crashes. I bought it at $12 an ounce, just gives a chance to buy more. There you go, exactly right. And two brothers stacking on this one. It says here, I think silver is the best form of money and gold is for the long-term holdings. Thumbs up, Sal. There you go. I like silver. It's a good monetary valuable metal. And copper, by the way, is still being used as money for sure. Stacker has just gifted a Salivate Metal membership. Thank you so much, Stacker. Very kind of you indeed. Appreciate that. All right. That was awesome. Thank you, sir. All right. We've got Christian Mahler. It says here, all right, have a good night, Cybercurrent Twitcher. Thank you, my friend. Have a good evening, sir. And it says here, always look at how something has fared for a decade or more before investing. I don't look for a killing like some stocks and have gone up drastically, but it could go down as much. Silver and gold have never gone down in an even medium term with geopolitical events. Inflation and other things have obviously going to go up more still. Just give you an idea about money printing during COVID. Money printing, which will be the only way for the U.S. can't collapse between 2021 to 23. Money printing went up 40%. How much did gold go up during that time frame? Well, 40%. Coincidence? Yep, that's true. A very good point. And Jeff Welch, thank you, Jeff Welch. First super chat on the live stream from Jeff Welch, $2. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, Jeff Welch. Very kind of you indeed. And Ominous Rooster, can you email me your idea, if you don't mind? That's in part about for a video idea about places. I'm gonna have to think about it, but if you could email it to me, because I want to give you credit for that if I do it. Try to find some way to make that happen. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Richard Metcalf says here, I really think it depends on the success of the Trump administration. If he can turn the economy around and people have more money to spend, bodes well for silver's industrial demand and will reduce the need for safe haven gold. If not, then we could see more safe haven demand for both metals. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, just a stacker with hope. There you go. Yes, indeed. We'll see what happens. You know, I think in some ways, silver, though not recession-proof, it may be recession-resistant, and I think that's a novel, something that is quite intriguing to think about, especially considering all the demand for silver in industry and the medical field. I mean, not industry, but green energy stuff, which they're going to continue to pursue that to some point. But yes, indeed. All right, very good. Wow, that's interesting, Sin City. Ronald Reagan black hair with a pure white goatee. That is interesting. That's pretty cool, I will say. George Clooney's wife is a fox. Is that Stacy Keibler? Because if that's still Stacy Keibler, then I would have to agree with that. I think he was dating her for a while, but anyways, but I don't know much about Hollywood, but I do remember that because she was in WWE. And she was pretty decent looking. There's the F-37 Metal is here. Good to see F-37 Metal. Good to see you, my friend. Going into the studio tomorrow. Most naked U.S. coins would make a good video, Sal. Yes, any coins that are naked are nice, not enveloped in anything. I don't like my coins with turtlenecks and sweaters. Indeed, I do not. One species chimes in on this video, says, people really should be watching this video as it is going to help them in the not do this in future. Yes, we're going to keep an eye on that market to see what happens. If that number keeps going up and up and up at an exponential rate, then big trouble could happen. Richard Metcalf, I can't fathom what would happen to the price of silver if we had a major derivative market sell-off. Yes, me either. That would be something for sure. All right. Looking at the metals complex, we are seeing prices still staying up, but have really scaled back since the beginning of the evening here, since the market opened. And gold is up $2.20 to $2,635.70. Silver is up a nickel to $31.08. So they're up tonight, but not by a whole lot. They're holding on to some gains, and I still think it's probably due to what's going on in Syria, but I think it's kind of a holding pattern right now to wait and see what that vacuum is going to look like. And platinum and palladium are also up slightly as well. All right, Kirk David, the eagle looks kind of skinny. Yep, it sure does. It sure does. And it is the way that was back then for sure. C130 says here, if you aren't stacking in a hurry and obtaining ounces, you will wish you had. Well, and I would say stack at a steady pace. Don't stack above and beyond your means no matter what, but thank you. Audit them all. There you go. Alert former owner of U.S. Mint Silver blank supplier wanted by the FBI. I think he essentially was arrested, but thank you. Yes, wow. That man dead in 1964. Says here on this video. Says, I wonder if there is any kind of electrical current being produced. I know if two different metals are in the same solution, a current will be produced. Yeah, I don't know. There's only one coin in here, so I don't think there's any electricity happening, but that is quite a possibility. Very good. I heard about that from Nico McBrain, played his last show with Iron Maiden. 72 years old. He's got other things going on, so I don't blame him. He'll still be in Iron Maiden, but he will not be touring with him, playing any live shows. I missed I say missed a chance. I never did go see Iron Maiden when they played in the U.S. I wish I would have. That would have been quite a show to see. Silver Sleuth says, paper money don't hold. That's right, exactly. It eventually dissolves, goes away. Willa 2365 on this video. We're going to get to this afternoon's video here in a moment. Says, if the price increases, I'll live with it. If the price drops, I'll definitely take advantage of it. There you go. All right. Nice. Okay. Very good. Yep. In that sense, it's a win-win situation in those cases. Have a good night, Mr. Montoya. Appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks for popping in. All right. Have a good night, Mike Herrera. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Iron Man, Mom Solo says here, only the sellers will be in trouble. The buyers will have a heyday. Yes, that's true. That does happen for sure. Let's see here. Very good. Let's see what we've got going on here tonight. And let's see. Bunch of new nickels. Ryan has got some new nickels. Nice. Theriel Marky Mars says, what's the Cliff Notes? What's the piece of news? I couldn't listen to all. Well, if you want Cliff Notes, go to TikTok or one of the short form. This is not a short form thing. Watch the video. And it looks like he did. Nixon was forced into signing the full fiat currency. You need to check your history of how things got to that point. Knox was near emptied as we had to pay back the physical gold reserves. The country would have broken very slowly in stages, went full fiat, and it was a master move to make the dollar the de facto reserve currency of the world. Well, that's not true at all, actually. We had over 20 tons of gold, but a lot of countries repatriated that gold, but we're storing it for them. And we still have all of our gold. If you believe it's there, who knows what has happened. But the thing is, if you're looking at checking history, depends on what sources you use for that. We should have never allowed it. It allowed the buffoonery spending with a group and their families, even richer pricks with power. Well, there's a lot of problems here for sure, and chief among them is going off the gold standard and out of control spending. Yes, indeed. Good to see. Thank you. Good to see you, Major Lepke. Good to see Ryan is here. Dean R still with us tonight. Appreciate it. And let's get to Dandy Don's Live says, agree. Here, let me get over here. He says, derivatives could cause a major drop in silver price. However, what would be great buying opportunity will eventually price in a rebound. I think it's all about the ounces held. With time, it will preserve my wealth. And that's just it. See, things like this may offset and throw the market off kilter a bit, but sooner or later the market normalizes. That's the nature of the free market economy we live in spite of the overregulation and the like. But yes, but yeah, it's but that's eventually what happens. Things will go on until they won't. You know what I mean? The system will continue to go in its current form until it doesn't. That's the same thing with anything, a situation. It really kind of works itself out in a sense. Jesus Gonzalez says, silver is a nice gem to keep stacking, very affordable, but gold is a beautiful pearl to hold for the long haul and future, and it's real preservation of wealth in time of crisis and inflation. It is a more stable store of value, for sure. I've seen that anecdotally and throughout history that has been the case. But for sure, very, very good. All right, let's see here as we press on. All right, thank you, Gold Chick. I appreciate it. Yes, indeed, we like to have fun here, talk about the markets, talk about what people are saying, and I appreciate you being a part of it. And the markets, by the way, tonight on the news about Syria collapsing today, Damascus has been taken over, and silver is up 4 cents as a result. I think that's in part what's going on here, but I thought in a sense it would have spiked up much higher because of the uncertainty of the vacuum that will be formed there. So maybe will reveal itself when the London market opens and New York. We'll see here. All right, very good. And gold is up $2.80 to $2,636. We're now at $2,634.70. It's up only $1.20 now. And silver is now only up 2 cents. So this is the lowest it's been tonight of the gain, so they're barely hanging on for both. Very good. All right. Reboot says, Syria looking to the open, up tonight. Yes, Reboot, they are up. I think it's in part to that, but so far right now, it's barely hanging on to that. Duke Nuke Man here chimes in and says this. If the paper silver market crashes and causes the spot price to plummet, I'm buying a bunch of kilo bars and perhaps a couple of 100-ounce bars too. So cheer for such an event. Don't fear it because it may be a once-in-a-lifetime buying opportunity indeed. But I think if that happens, people will rush to buy, and then the premiums will go skyrocket, go crazy like they did during in March of 2020. Okay, John Knox is reporting that U.S. has launched dozens of airstrikes on ISIS across Syria as conflict in the Middle East spirals, according to the Daily Express. Wow, okay. So we're already getting involved when we really shouldn't. It's crazy. Wow, all right, so that's the latest headline. Thank you, John Knox, for that. Mudvayne is here. Good to see Mudvayne. Chris in SoCal, 5431. Says this, we all remember when the price of a barrel of oil went to less than zero. In fact, it went to negative $38 a barrel. If silver goes less than zero, I will gladly accept delivery of 50 million ounces. Well, see, that's just it. That won't happen. Silver is a different animal than oil. And by the way, that was only on paper that was $38. Because I remember Trump, I think, bought a bunch of it and at that price, or took it off their hands, because essentially you're paying for storage for it. And he added to our reserves, which Biden kind of liquidated and use it for political purposes. Those emergency reserves are supposed to be just for that, for an emergency. But anyways, but thank you. Yes, I tried Chris 457 or Chris 543021. You're exactly right. And here we go. This is the video on junk silver, everything you need to know. I love doing videos like this. And actually, Chief emailed me about doing more of these types of videos. But whenever I do these types of videos about stacking, tips for stacking, informational, educational videos, they get hardly any views. It's only the news videos that do. Even though I would put a lot of time and effort in these videos too. But it seems like those kind of viewers aren't attracted to this channel. But I love doing these types of videos. But that's the reason why I do mostly news videos. But anyways, all right. But I hope y'all will check this video out. Even if you're a seasoned stacker. And this is a pretty comprehensive video about junk silver. So I hope you will check it out. And the tribe says it's not junk. And I agree with that. I don't like the term junk either. And I actually talked about that on my channel a long time ago. It's a silver pet peeve of mine. But anyways. Mark Razor, have a good night. Thank you for being here, Mark Razor. Thank you so much, my friend. Take care of yourself. Thanks for popping in. And Jim Tillapal says, look at all the constitutional coinage. Thank you. Yes, indeed. I also like to showcase it. Give you some eye candy and everything like that. Who doesn't like that in a video? But it's a topic that not a lot of people are wanting to watch. Very good. All right, let's see here. If only 79 would help me to get more views, I wouldn't complain about it. Thank you, Unlocked. He's going to watch it. Thank you, Unlocked. Yes, indeed. I'm probably going to continue to complain about views as long as 79 is here, just so that I annoy her. That's really the only reason why I'm doing it, is to annoy 79. Thank you, JM Unleashed has posted a link to it. Thank you. Appreciate that, JM Unleashed. And Snakebite, my girlfriend loves my junk, said to purchase more. All right, there you go. All right, nice. I like it. Russell Harrington says, I love junk, constitutional silver. Yes, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. I love junk, says Gold Chick too. That's right. She loves it. Bill Arrington, nope, not junk. That's real money. My favorite thing to collect. If you're going to collect something, it might as well be money. Awesome display. That's exactly right. Amen on that one. Disenfranchised Diver says here, is coin roll hunting still a decent way to get it? No. In fact, I may do a video on that topic, or have the mints and dealers pick through to where it's no longer worth buying bags and coins from the banks. Yes. The only reason why you should do coin roll hunting is just for the fun of it. You're less and less likely to get it these days. If you do, it's a surprise. And some people do it on channels, but it is not worth the time and effort. Your time essentially is money. And so there's other ways to be able to spend your time, I think. But if you wanted to do it just for the fun of it, to see what's in there, no problem with that. But it is not worth coin roll hunting. Even if you find a silver in a $500 box of half dollars, your time and what you could do to earn money doing that would be much better spent for that than coin roll hunting. All right, let's see here. All right. Let's press on forward, shall we, to the next comment. On junk silver, Stacker Man's Rabbit Hole says, junk silver is my favorite to stack. Buying $80 face value of dimes and quarters from my bank at face value was the start of my stacking addiction. Nicely done. Way to go. That is awesome. Yes, indeed. Way to go on that. Southside Frankie says, Sal, I think this is your best video yet. Thank you. And the people that watch these videos really like them, but it just doesn't get out. This doesn't get out there to others. But so I hope you will share it, Southside Frankie, on your social media profiles. I appreciate that. I did say in your channel a while ago to stack the constitutional silver if I lived in the U.S. that is all I would stack. The history, the designs are great, the toning as well. It would be great to collect every dime of Roosevelt, as well as for the minimal great price as silver goes up. These will be in vogue. I think the dimes will work out best for value, but the halves are fabulous and the dollars are classic. Great coin shows. Thank you, Southside. I appreciate that so much. All right. There's a Hawk Tua chick under my desk. Way to go. Tony Erickson. That's awesome. Spitting on that thing. All right. Silver Bean Counter. We love Silver Bean Counter. He's taking a break from YouTube, but he's still making his way, his rounds across some of the content. I appreciate that. He's awesome. I remember when call piece dollars and Morgan dollars could be stacked at the same price per ounce as quarters and dimes. Good old days. Yes, indeed. That's right. In fact, many times you can still find call stuff at a fairly decent price and not a whole lot above some of the others. But yes, indeed, you are right. All right. Very, very good. And let's see here. We've got the Biblical Fellowship on the Junk Silver video here. Some good feedback on some of these topics. Says, I got a couple of barbers and then some standing liberties and walking liberties for novelty's sake, but I like the newer 90% silver like the Kennedy half dollar and some of the other better quality Mercury dimes and Roosevelt dimes because they're less worn and have higher silver content, and the Kennedys just look really nice. Yes, indeed. The Kennedys, you almost can't go wrong keeping that silver content up, and it's good stuff for sure. All right. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. We've got to get to at least all threes across the row here. Illegal products. If I lived in the U.S., I would have piles of junk. I think it's beautiful. That's awesome. Well, I'm wondering, does Albania have its own version of spending silver that you can stack over there? I would be curious to know. Yes, indeed. Silver Heist. The Hawk Tua girl, Haley, whatever her name is, Welch, she and some people with created a token, the Hawk Tua coin. It's a cryptocurrency that they held 97% of, and they dumped it on the market. And she did a pump and dump scheme on the crypto, and people lost out big time in a matter of 20 minutes. 20 minutes. It's crazy. So yeah, and of course people were foolish to go in there and think, oh, this is gonna be great, a Hawk Tua coin. It's just yeah. And a pretty bad situation. All right, let's see what the markets are doing now. Oh, they're down for the first time tonight. They are down. The Spitcoin. That's right, 79. I like that Spitcoin. So gold is down now, $3.40. Silver's down 4 cents. So I think probably what happened that first hour, we saw a lot of the situation where they were like not sure what's going on in Syria. They're like nothing's crazy going on. America's bombing, I guess, over there now. But yeah, it's crazy. So the metals are down now. An hour and a half in, gold down $3.40 to $2,603.10. Silver's broken below $31 an ounce now again. Down 4 cents tonight to $30.99, down 0.15%. Platinum is down 1, and palladium is still up. That's up $7. So everything is moved red except for palladium is hanging on. But palladium and platinum don't trade as frequently, so likely we're probably going to see it fall as well too. But yes, there's where the markets are right now. We're seeing a drop in gold and silver prices an hour and a half into the open of the markets in Hong Kong, presumably, is what we're looking at here. When the Shanghai market opens, and whenever Hong Kong or London opens, it'll be interesting to see what happens overnight. Good time to dollar cost average for sure. And yep, finebullionprices.com is a good place to find the cheapest gold and silver products out there. And by the way, if you do go to Fine Bullion Prices, more than likely you're going to see Summit Metals in there as well. Summit Metals, they very well may show up in some of those listings. So just be on the lookout for them for something low price leader. We'll see what happens there, but thank you. Greenhorn Panner says this on the Junk Silver video, the following. Let's get over to this. He says, I like it because I like silver and try to imagine where the coins have been and how awesome it would be to have to live in those times. And really is a piece of history that is fundamental. You don't ever know who could have held those coins back in those days. You're exactly right. History is something for sure. It's pretty amazing. All right. Very good. Good stuff. Good comment. I agree with that. Let's see here. Yeah. Thank you, JM Unleashed, for posting a link to Summit Metals as well. There's Ominous Rooster. He likes constitutional coins. I have Benjamins, Peace, and Morgan dollars, a couple Mercury dimes, and Roosevelt dimes. Yes, the premiums are high, but yeah, you have to have a few. That's right. That's right, exactly. It's a good idea to have a little bit of constitutional silver for collecting as well, too. Some of the higher premium stuff. Good stuff indeed. All right, Costco sometimes will have good deals, but for Costco, if you can get them in stock. And the other thing, too, Silver Lunatic, is you have to have a membership there and use their card to be able to get some of those deals. But they very well still may be there, so we'll see here. All right. All right. Ryan3 Jews says, silver and gold, peanut butter and jelly, salt and pepper, paper and politicians. That's exactly right. All things, for sure. All right. Thank you so much, F37 Metal. Yeah, it was a fun time last night. Appreciate you. And Tony Erickson, what did you hear what KJP coin they came out with? It was a lie. A Corinne Jean-Pierre coin? Is that what you're talking about? I've never seen it. I don't know anything about that. That's crazy. I've never heard of a coin from a press secretary. That's interesting. White House press secretary. Norwegian Maid. Thanks, Al. I learned so much I didn't know about constitutional silver. Well, thank you, Norwegian Maid. I appreciate you so much watching this video. Very kind of you. And Quarter says here, I love my old silver. I make sets out of them. I believe they will have collector's value. Yep. And collector's value does not necessarily mean it's going to be numismatic value, but it just depends on what kind you've got and the key dates and the like. But yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Wow, a KJP coin. Now, is this a crypto or is this an actual? Oh, it's a joke. Okay, yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. Can you imagine a KJP coin? Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see here. All right. The best silver with low premiums to buy right now. Well, Michael Porter probably is going to be, if we look over here, over at Summit Metals, you will find, and I would go to findbullionprices.com to look, but let's look over here. We can see if silver's trading at practically $31. This one here has got a $3.46 premium for a 1 ounce Asahi round, $5 and almost $6 for a Silver Eagle, and the Vortex bars have got a couple of dollars. And so, yeah, that's probably going to be, it's probably going to be larger bars too. This 10 ounce bar is pretty much, this thing's going for, good grief, about $2 over spot. But if you're a new customer though, Michael Porter, if you're a brand new customer, you can get silver at spot. Let me show you where to go to that. If you go to Gold and Silver Starter Packs, 12 Days of Precious Metals, shop here, you click on shop here. Summit Metal Silver Starter Pack. If you use the code new customer, you get 5 ounces at spot. 5 ounce generic silver right there at spot price. So just check that deal there. That's going to be probably the cheapest around if you want to get that. But yes, indeed. Smell my finger. There you go. It smells a little bit, ranks. It ranks a bit. It stinks a little bit. Very good. All right. Let's see here. We've got Steve C. says, I was going to sell my silver to buy more gold. I started counting it and playing with it and changed my mind. Just put it back up. There you go. Exactly. Same here. That's why I like to hold on to my silver. It is fun to play with, and it's a cool metal. You never know what's going to happen to it down the road. But anyways, all right, let's see here. We've got One Species, free video on who to trust, how to buy silver, where to get the best prices from the best YouTube channel ever. What could be better? Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you for your honest, humble, and inclusive knowledge, sharing trustworthy information. Thank you, especially for the work included in the wide variety of all these coins. We call contracts either cost plus or hard money bids, and I did not know why we call those government contracts hard money bids. other than the details of the limitation of scope and schedule and budget. Now I know hard money in specie is either gold, silver, nickel, or copper. Life is great, and the things just seem to be connecting. Love the pocket pinger too. I apologize for rambling on in person. I just do not talk much. Personally, this is one of the best vids I've seen in a while. Thank you. Thank you. Informative, insightful, and educational. Thank you, One Specie. I really appreciate that. Your words are very encouraging, and I appreciate your kindness there, my friend. It means a lot. Yes, indeed. Thank you, my friend. All right. And see, those that were critical, their first comments are critical. Then they never see videos like this, and that some people only come to comment to complain. But people like One Specie are very kind, and they're exceptional because they will give compliments, but they'll give constructive criticism where it's negligible. Because I'm open to all of that, and I do appreciate it, especially if it plays from being helpful, and I appreciate him for doing that. Johnny Stacker, I just love American junk silver. The designs on these collectibles coins are gorgeous. The patina is what makes them so attractive. I agree. Yes, indeed, they are very attractive pieces indeed. Rocky Superstar. People can call it junk silver or trash silver. It's sound money or real money. If we went back to sound money, we would not have 20% inflation. I agree with that, exactly. A constitutional algorithm from Electric Ninja. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. We've got Dean R. says here, following. Let's get over this. We can see it here. 90% constitutional is where it all began for me. 61 years later, and I've still got silver fever. Awesome. Bullion is great for adding weight to your stack, but there's nothing like going through constitutional silver and imagining the history behind it. Exactly right, Dean R. Very well said, and you're exactly right. And I tell you what, you're old enough to have known and maybe remember what it was like to actually use it as money. So that gives you an appreciation from that standpoint, and that's awesome. Thank you, Dean R. Very, very good. All right. Let's see. Let's refresh these and see what we've got with the markets. They are down, save for palladium. Palladium is still moving. It's down a little bit, but not by much. It's down it's up $5 now to $9.84. Platinum is down $1. Silver's now down 3 cents. It broke back through $31 again. So that's good. How long will it hold? We'll find out. We'll see. Gold is down $3.60. So there it is. Matthew Crestlife is here. He loves junk. Yes, indeed. Good to see you. And so there it is. So the markets are down a little bit in late trading here tonight. See what we've got comes along our way. A scam comment. There we go. We'll go ahead and make short order of that one very, very quickly. All right. Let's get on down here. Some of these others. We've got Daniel Layton says, do you consider Morgan and Peace dollars as stackable 90%? Well, watch the video to find out. I talk about that very subject in there. And just watch it again. I address that specific thing in the video. Do you stack Peace of Morgan dollars? Well, as you can see from this video that I do actually stack them and collect them. Again in the video. But anyways, silver closing today green. All right, we'll see if it goes back into the green. And so he thinks it might go up by the end of the day. But very well could. Michael Angelo Bergion 5980 on this video about constitutional silver says this. Constitutional silver is the best fractional silver. Other fractional silver comes with a huge premium. Exactly right. There are some exceptions for that, but you're right. Fooged Up says Mercury dimes and Franklin half dollars are always silver. That's exactly right. Every single time. They're always 90% silver. All right. 79 is still here. And because she's still here, she questions her sanity. But thank goodness for me, she has not questioned my sanity yet. And so for that, I can be grateful. She is free to question her own sanity all she wants, as long as she doesn't question my sanity. So thank you, Fooged Up. And Daniel says, but if you are buying Peace of Morgan dollars right at melt, do you consider it junk silver? Yes. If you're getting it melt, that would be considered junk silver. And Dennis Niemeyer says, great job on this informative video. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. And And if you find it informative, you can share it on other social media profiles. I really would appreciate. These are what they call evergreen videos, and it would be nice to see more views get on those, but thank you. Awesome coverage of all the United States silver coins that we grew up with and spend every day at the corner gas station. And gas is only 24.9 cents per gallon. Exactly right. It's crazy. All right. All right. Lulu Lucky Stacker, what happens if it hit the heart in the lower right-hand corner? Does it help Sal? Can we get a massive heart storm where everyone hits a lovely heart? No, sadly, I mean, that does fine and it just decorates up the chat window, but it doesn't really help. What helps, Lulu Lucky Stacker, is if you see a video that you like on the channel, if you could share it on your social media, or if you could press the thumbs up button and make a comment. Those do help on every video. But even more than that is to watch the video all the way through. Even if you got to go to the bathroom or whatever, that really helps. The more people that watch the videos all the way through, that helps the algorithm more than anything else. Because believe it or not, most don't watch all the way through. Yes, indeed. Of course, someone will say, well, Sal makes shorter videos. But the thing is, if it makes shorter videos, I'm not going to get as much information out there. And no matter how short the video is, some people still won't watch to the end. All right, let's see here. Yep, a silver dime could get a dinar, a bag of candy, and a bottle of Fanta back in the day. That's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing. That's bang for your buck, or bang for your dime. Chuckles, paper silver sounds like Monopoly money. Exactly. It sure does. And you tap me out, old guy here with 168.5. All right, that's a good amount of gold you've got there. That's a really good amount. You've got very close to what we've got. Dextral Sword says, great video about junk silver. Thank you, Sal. Thank you, Dextral Sword. Appreciate that. John Powers, well, that explains that. So my ASCs are not junk silver, and they are 999 pure. That's right. Exactly right. That's right. Yep, that's right, Bellows Forge. I do not want to cheat on views or subscriptions. I want to try to earn them the old-fashioned way if I can. And it's a slow roll with them, but I'm trying. And thank you, Lula Lucky Stacker. I appreciate the thumbs up. Very kind of you. I appreciate you doing that. It means a lot. Yes. All right, let's see here. And I fill tubes of AGEs. 42 a tube. Wow. That's awesome, man. You're a hardcore stacker, John Powers. SE Stacker says, I love 90%. I'm still acquiring it. I even have a couple of Mint State Walkers and Benjis. Great video. Thank you. That's awesome. And very cool. Yeah, I've got a few of those as well. Yes, indeed. Good stuff. Have a good night, 66 Sam. Battery's about to die. Thank you, 66 Sam, for being here and for your support. Oh, yeah. Mark B is back. He just ate supper. Nice. All right, let's see here. Patriarchal Rain on this video, and I appreciate him. He says, nice explanation, very thorough. How is it that your silver displays look so much better than everyone else's? Do you have a super special camera? Maybe a special light made for silver, or maybe the moon for shining directly in our display, or maybe you just always have the coolest silver hands down. Well, thank you, Patriarchal Rain. I don't think I'm doing anything really special. I do have some lights that I use, but I tend to make my videos too bright, and I need to work on that. Sometimes it's hard, but yes, indeed. All right, thank you, Bill Arrington, but thank you for your kind words and for watching. So what I'm trying to do to make the channel more attractive to people watching is to try to show some cool stuff in there. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Very kind. Very good. Let's see here. And Yurki with a link that goes, I'm not sure where. And let's see here. Liberty Gold Coyote, thanks for the video. Thank you, Liberty Gold. Appreciate it. Let's see here. And we've got Stephanie Mitchell says, not junk, melt, or constitutional. Well, it's yep, I don't like the term junk silver either. I talked about that in the video, but it's constitutional silver. I don't like the term junk either. Ryan Limerick says here, Mark Mathosian, I don't really buff up any silver coins, no. Some people can do it. Some people, they like the shiny, and they'll buff them up, and I think it kind of ruins the patina and the look of them. Last year, mined copper was 26.5 million ounces or tons, silver 26,000 tons, with a mined ratio of copper to silver 1,021 to 1. The price of silver today is $1 million per ton, give or take. So the copper price should be around 1 million divided by 1,021 or 971. But no, the copper price is over 9,000 per ton. Why is silver so undervalued by over 9 to 1 compared to copper? Good question, P. Ryan Limerick. I think it's just a different kind of thing. It's copper is abundant enough, and I don't think really you can do those mining ratios, just like you can't have the mining ratio between gold and silver. You can't really make a comparison between the mining ratios to what the price should be with copper either. They're different enough markets. They're just very different. And I don't know that there's an ETF for copper either. There's copper stocks and mining stuffs, but I think that's about it. But you should never ever use the mining ratio to make a determination as to where the price of any commodity should be compared to another. Supergiant, they look very nice washed with baking soda and vinegar. Yep, they do somewhat abrasive, but yeah, you can do that for sure. I mean, if it's not any numismatic value, you can do it, but I like the original. Very good. All right, let's see here. Let me do this. More paper silver means there's not enough of physical about. A very strong sign to buy much more for your savings. Yep, and that's just it. People buying the physical or buying the paper, not as much the physical. And I think that should be changing. Should be the other way around, honestly, but it's not. The Sarge, when I first started stacking precious metals 3 years ago, I couldn't see myself getting into junk constitutional silver at all. Now I find them a good thing to get and started to add them in the stack as well. Who knew that I would change my mind? I'm glad I did. Thanks, Al. Well, awesome, Sarge. Congratulations for getting into it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sugar candy straws. I would like cocaine for sure. Good stuff. All right, Ray Gilgrath here. And then we'll look at the markets after this. It says the following: as a collector stacker, sometimes junk silver can be a treasure. Anytime I buy junk, I look it up and check it. Sometimes I know before buying junk, silver is a treasure. Sure is. It's silver you can fondle, you run it through your hands. It just has a really cool look to it, a cool feel, and a great sound as well. I love it. It's good stuff. I do have a playlist called The Sound of Silver. Not very many views on that, but if you want to just hear silver for 10 minutes or so, check out those videos. And the markets indeed are down slightly tonight. Silver is now down just 1 cent, trying to show resistance here. It's up over $31 again. It did shrink below that briefly in the ask price. Gold down $2.60. Platinum down 1, and palladium up 5. All right, very good. So there's where the metals are tonight as we continue to press forward. Let's see here. Let's refresh these and see what we've got along the way. A few more here. Richard Chiribunga, best way to stack. All right, there you go. Yes, and it's a good way to stack for sure. Indeed, I like it. Brad Lewis, thank you, Sal, for this video on 90% silver. I'll see you in a few. Thank you, Brad. I think you popped in tonight. I appreciate you watching and popping in. I appreciate it. We've got Matt Bittner with an algorithmic glass of milk, it looks like there, and thank you for that. All right, Jay McGuire, Salgorithm. That all helps. Very much appreciate the comments on the videos. It sure does help. And we've got Justin Sartain. Very kind. And Justin says here, I don't like junk silver, but I like making money. Patience and flexibility are keys to making good decisions. I bought large collections of junk at 20 times face, some at 23.5 times face, and lastly at 24 face. I like 3 nines fine silver better, and I can understand that too. Yep. Oh, and by the way, the Franklin that you showed at 850 looks like a Bugs Bunny variety. Oh man, yeah. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it is. I'll have to check that out again. Maybe I'll look at it again and see. Yeah, but I bought it as just regular. But that would be something if it was a Bugs Bunny. Thank you, my friend. All right. Check 005 does not like grime on silver, and that is a big deal for some of the constitutional silver. Some people don't like that kind of look because it looks dirty, and I talked about that in that video, so that's an understandable reaction. All right. We've got Count Slurpula, otherwise known as Count Derpula or Count Trumpula now. Gimme, there you go, gimme gold and silver, that's right. We've got Frank Garcia on the constitutional silver video. Says the following here, let me get to this, says here, great video teaching people about silver, hope to see more of them. Thank you. Well, Frank Garcia, I have a lot of them that I've done in the past, and I may just have to refresh some of that, and I've even done some on constitutional silver, but this is the first time that I've done a whole comprehensive video about junk silver. Yes, indeed. So thank you for watching it, and if you found it valuable and liked it, I hope you will consider sharing it, getting the message out there. RV Magnum says, I love the old coins. You're holding history in your hands. Who held it in the past? Where has it been? I'll take real Morgan and Peace dollars over new ones being minted today. Understandable, for sure. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes, indeed. Mount Scrapula. There you go. I like that cemetery shop. Very good. All right. Let's get this thing. Come on now. All right. Michael Frank says, Morgans and Peace dollars are cool, but not for heavy stacking. They cost too much compared to Kennedy half dollars and quarters and dimes. Exactly right. And I mentioned that in the video too. Patriarchal Rain says, when Sal extends a multitude of gratitude, it's like a multiplication of gratification and a satisfier multiplier. Amen. Thank you, Patriarchal Rain. I love your comments. That is clever. Yes, indeed. That's very true. Very good. And thank you, Stacker Man's Rabbit Hole. Thank you for your kind words. It was a great video, Sal. Yes, indeed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And Richard Roche says here, silver dollar content. Yes, it's 7754, but it's still 90%. Indeed it is. By the way, does anybody have a thumbs up count on this live stream? Are we at 250 yet? Or maybe 300? I hope so, but maybe not, because we're about to say goodbye. I personally don't like junk silver, says Alex Bonowicz. It is there's some people that do not like it. I understand that. I like the history of it as money of USA, but not something I stack. Prefer the shiny 3 and 4 nines fine silver coin bars and rounds because they are more recognized as silver out there, beautiful and shiny. Well, for the purity, you're right. But one thing about constitutional silver, it is definitely recognized. But anyways, but yeah, in a different way. Lula Lucky Stacker has not seen the junk silver video yet. Hopefully she will soon, and I appreciate her being here. She's an awesome. Appreciate you watching the channel and being kind. You are awesome. And then she's saying we got 243 thumbs up. Yes, indeed. All right. So we're getting close to 250, but we may not make it to 250 tonight. And I've been going for 2+ hours tonight so far. So let's do one more quick market watch. And we see silver has now sprung back up into positive territory again. It's up 1 cent, and gold is down $1.70. So mixed reaction. It is Christmas time. It is always Christmas time whenever it's alternating colors. Red, green tonight. And of course, it's December. It's getting closer to Christmas right now. Red, green. So there they are. Very, very good. Nice. All right. Well, folks, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you. Thanks to Michael K he was the PayPal tonight. And thanks for the several of you who super chatted, just a few of you, and the channel gift memberships. You guys are awesome. We might be able to break a record if that continues with the channel gift memberships. And you guys are amazing. So I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to each and every one of you for being here tonight. And I want to leave you with this sage piece of advice, and that is this: to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. We're going to see you back here on Tuesday night. Take care, all. See ya.